Hey there, everyone. Welcome back. This is episode number 16. I just looked it up and I already forgot. Episode 16 of what I watched this week. And in this episode, it's actually what we watched this week. But also, it's not, because we're not going to talk about what we watched this week, really. We're going to talk about the movies on my shelf. This is the fourth, and not the final shelf, but the fourth layer of the shelf. Just because, for the fact that I didn't watch anything this week that was new or that I wanted to talk about necessarily. We watched like The Queen's Gambit, which I've already reviewed. We watched, what else did we watch? We watched something else.
I watched Dexter. New Blood.
Megan has watched Dexter, and by the way, this is Megan. Hi, Megan. Thanks for joining me for a video.
You're welcome.
My fiancé, I kind of bullied her into it, but whatever, doesn't matter. She's here, and it's gonna be fun. Mm-hmm. And heads up, by the way, my camera might die, and just because it's not fully charged, but I have it plugged in. But if it dies, that's just the end of the video. So thanks for coming if it dies. It shouldn't die super fast, so I mean we'll be into the video quite a bit before it dies. So yeah, you watched. There's something else though that we watched that I was like, oh, we watched Ron's Gone Wrong. A Disney movie that I really enjoyed. Thought it was fun. Really funny. Heartfelt. Did you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. My brother Jason was really hype about Ron's Gone Wrong. He watched it like twice or something. He watched it with Camber twice, I think.
I watched it with Peyton once before I watched it with you.
Yeah. It's good. I like it. It's really funny. It really captures like the loneliness of having no friends and being left out, and also captures the world that we live in of like algorithms and big tech companies wanting to give products to children, and Facebook likes. It really does a good job of like capturing what it's like to be a child in these days. I feel like I can't relate. I'm not a child anymore. I haven't been a child for 25 years now because I'm old as shit. Hey, here's the Spider-Man. I was looking for this. I don't know how it got in here, but I'm glad we went through this because this is my brother Jaden's movie. God, I need to switch this to like the other focus mode because Megan's face is in there too. God, it's not going to focus on it. That's lovely. Oh well. Here we go. Amazing Spider-Man. This is one of the... I thought I already talked about this, but whatever. It's on my shelf. That's the first movie. I talked about Spider-Man when I did the review for Spider-Man No Way Home. But look at this. This cover, I hate. It's so, like, photoshopped. Do you see these little scratches on his chest here? They're so just, like, photoshopped in there, and it's terrible. Why not have him looking sleek on the cover? I don't understand it. Next up.
Thor.
I'm really Thor, guys. I've been working out. I'm really Thor. Thor Ragnarok. Which brings me to a thought of God of War Ragnarok comes out this year sometime. Yay! I'm so hype and excited for that. This is one of my favorite Marvel movies. Do you remember this one?
Nope.
We've watched it together, but it's one of the funniest ones too. It's one of the most accessible Marvel movies, and Thor has really became one of my favorite Marvel characters, and he's still gonna be hanging around. And like Robert Downey and Steve Rogers, whatever the fuck, Chris Evans, Thor is Chris Hemsworth is gonna hang around for a little bit longer, so that's good. He goes through a lot of emotional arcs in his entire story, but in this one, spoilers, his dad dies, his sister comes back, who's evil. Yeah, it's really fun, really good. This guy says epic on the back.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This is one that me and Megan have started to watch, but we never finished it.
Really?
Yeah, because we watched the first one. You remember
Did
the
I
first
fall
one?
asleep?
Maybe? I don't know. I think we were just busy doing something. We should watch it today. There we go. Yay. Didn't you like the first one?
Probably.
Do you not remember anything about any Marvel movies?
I don't remember anything about any movie.
True.
That's how, or series. That's how I get to watch the series over and over again. I don't.
True.
Everything surprises me.
True. I wish that I was that way for these, so I could rewatch these movies and have a fresh experience.
I remember Andy.
Yeah. What's his name in the show?
I don't know. Ned.
Star-Lord, man. He's vigilante outlaw, whatever.
And the green lady, he marries her.
They get married?
Sure.
They do have a romance, but they don't get married. Not yet. Do they get married in space?
And
That's a
then
good
the
question.
little raccoon talks, and that guy's a stick guy.
What is he? What's his name?
Stick guy.
Megan.
I don't know.
He only says 3 words, and you can't remember what his
Groot. I am Groot.
There you go. So she has watched it, and she remembers that one part. And
This is the first one.
And now here's the first one. So all my Marvel movies are on like the bottom shelf because
Marvel.
Because Marvel, I guess. But this one's good.
These are open.
James Gunn. Yeah, let's get to. I mean,
Dunkirk.
I'm gonna do a full Marvel like breakdown after. What's the guy? The Wizard Man.
The Overlord. What's his name?
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Multiverse of Madness comes out. I'm gonna do a whole Marvel tier list ranking thing. So we're not gonna spend too much time on the Marvel movies. So here's
Dunkirk.
a Christopher Nolan film that I bought, but I never got around to watching. Dunkirk. I was super big into Christopher Nolan, and then after Interstellar, I haven't seen any of his movies after Interstellar. So this one, Tenet, I think those are the only 2, but I haven't seen any of them since then, and I don't know why. I just don't think I've been that interested in seeing them. They didn't jump out to me as something that I would really want to watch, but I heard a lot of good things about it, and it's like, of course, he makes great movies, so I was like, I'll watch it sometime. Pfft, never did. And now I'm less interested than I was back then. You don't want to announce what that one is?
Robocop.
Robocop. And this looks like a new movie, but this is the old one. This with a new cover. It's Paul Verhoeven, unrated director's cut.
It's dusty.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Robocop?
Nope.
Do you know what Robocop is? Have you ever seen this
He's
growing
a
up?
robot cop.
Yeah. Do you ever see your dad watching this or anything?
Maybe. Why would I remember that if I don't remember what I watched last week?
Well, because your childhood. You remember a lot of things from your childhood,
Do
right?
I?
I don't know. You should. But look at It's funny that this disc reminds me of Space Cop. If you know Red Letter Media, it looks like the Space Cop Blu-ray DVD.
This one isn't opened either.
Yay.
X-Men: Days of Future Past.
Yep. But I have seen this one. I have actually watched this. I've seen it in theaters, and I've seen it. I think I have 2 copies of this somehow. I don't know why I have this. Maybe I bought it and I didn't realize that I already had it or something. We'll
Check
see.
it back. Just kidding. And this one is the best movie of the year. Gravity.
Whoa! Directed by Alfonso Cuarón. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
From what?
Titanic.
Nope. Something You Love. He directed Something You Love. I talk about it every time that we talk about that movie. Alfonso Cuarón directed the 3rd Harry Potter movie, Prisoner of Azkaban.
Really?
Yep. So he made this movie, Gravity, which is the best movie of the year, says Time Magazine. And I have not watched this, even though it's opened. My roommate Tanner watched this back in college, and he said it was good. And I was like, okay, but I'll believe you. But I heard it was good, and the special effects are good and everything, but whatever. Never got around to it.
Another unopened movie, Walking with Dinosaurs, the movie.
And I'm super big into dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs, but I don't know, never got around to watching it. It's cheap. It's got that promo sticker on there, so that's a movie from Black Friday or whatever.
And we have
Ooh.
American History X.
Megan, have you ever seen this?
No, it sounds like sex.
Just because it has an X in it?
Yeah.
American History Sex?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a pretty fucking hardcore movie. Really good, intense. Who directed this? Because I don't even know, but...
Does it have to do with sex, though?
There's people have sex in it.
I knew it.
No, it doesn't have to do with sex. It has to do with prison. Directed by Tony Kai. And I don't know who that is, but he made one great movie. So there you go. But yeah, check this out if you haven't. It's really, really brutal, fascinating story about like a fucked up neo-Nazi man goes to prison, try to change his life, and you know, it's just a story of America. That's why it's American History X.
And here's the longest movie in the world.
Is it?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Hey, Megan loves this one.
Sure.
We watched it before though.
Leo
gives a great performance. I mean, what else can you say about The Wolf of Wall Street? Everyone loves it except for Megan for some reason.
It's boring.
Well, and that's fine. That's your opinion. Yeah, it's just a wild ass time. Great.
Russell Crowe. Noah. It's got Hermione.
Hermione Granger. You want to watch this one?
No.
It's about God.
Ew.
No, actually, it's about Noah. It's the story of Noah's Ark, but sensationalized up to a degree of spectacular, says the Wall Street Journal. I never watched this either. I think this is another one of those that my roommate watched and was like, yeah, it's okay, or something. But I thought it would be... I don't know why. There's some of these I don't know why I bought. But this is something you don't see a lot nowadays. Like,
is that Thor?
No one's thought about this for a long time. Where?
Him.
This guy?
Yeah.
No, it's Russell Crowe.
Well, I didn't know if he was Thor or not.
No. He is Gladiator Man.
Mm.
And also, I mean, he's in a lot of things. But we should watch Gladiator. That would be cool.
I walked the line.
Oh, yeah? Do ya?
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite movies. Like, I need to rewatch it, but Walk the Line, do you know what this is a story of, Megan?
Johnny Cash.
Hey, did you read anything about it?
No.
So you just know that Walk the Line is Johnny Cash's song?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this?
I think so, but it's been a while.
We should watch it, because it's really good. It's a love story. You love love stories.
Do I? I love people getting axe murdered.
What? Is that why you like Dexter so much?
Uh-huh. He doesn't really axe murder, though.
Yeah, slice murders. But yeah, we should watch this.
Maybe.
It's good. I love the music in it.
These ones are all stuck together. Kill Bill. I've never seen it, but I know that my grandma had it on VHS, I think.
Really?
I think.
A VHS?
It might have been a DVD. I don't remember. I just remember I saw it.
Which grandma?
Memoir.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would she have this? This is one of the like. This is like a horrible, gruesome, bloodthirsty movie, rated R movie, and your grandma is the most Christian lady in the world. This is like my grandma having this movie. My grandma would flip out if she saw this.
Maybe my dad left it there.
Oh, that would make sense.
Less Miserables.
Less Miserables, except actually it's La Miserables.
Whatever.
But I wanted to watch this. It's a there's Russell Crowe again, and look, there's huge jacked man. Yeah, and then there's this girl. 8 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture. Anne Hathaway, and then also Amanda Seyfried. So there you go. I've wanted to see this, but I never watched it. I do like musicals. But I heard mixed things about it, even though it's so praised. I heard from people that I trust opinions on the internet that it was kind of like, it's mixed.
On the internet. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of... Oh my god, this is so heavy.
Yeah, and sticky. Why are all these sticky?
Deadman's Chest. You don't want to know why they're sticky. I'll tell you after, probably.
Ew.
But this is one that I got at the pawn shop. Because these are one of those, like, old school, heavy, like, before they started conserving a lot of plastic, they used to just make these things, like, hella heavy. And look at this. This shit is even, like, holographic. Man, I wish I would have turned on feature fucking mode. I don't know how to do it with, like... right now, but let me try. There's a button on here that does it. I think it's this. I think I literally put it to like mode, maybe. I don't know. Fuck. Whatever. What?
Nothing.
You make fun of me?
No.
Oh. But Megan doesn't like Pirates of the Caribbean too much.
Well, I've only ever seen Dead Man's Chest, but...
We watched all 3 of the trilogy, like, at the Ash Street house.
Well, don't remember.
And I basically had to force you to watch them, because you didn't really like them.
Oh.
But I don't know why. They're some of my favorite films. I love pirates. Like,
we know.
In general, pirates are badass and cool. Ex Machina. We should also watch this, because this is really great sci-fi film.
You always want me to watch everything.
I know, but we never do.
Tom
But
Cruise.
it's great.
M1 through 4?
Mission Impossible 4.
Oh.
Yeah. Ghost Protocol. I like Mission Impossible. I've only seen the later ones. I've never seen the first 2, I think. I've seen the 3rd one, 4th one, 5th one, 6th one. I've never seen the first 2. But I would really like to watch the 2nd one because people say it's the worst one. But it's the one that's directed by the foreign Asian man who makes like Face Off and stuff. And so
I want to watch this one.
Have you not seen this?
No.
What?
But it has a lot of really people I like in there.
This is the
including
end.
Hermione.
Yeah, she's in it for like 5 minutes.
Oh.
But yeah, this is a good one. It's funny. Not as good as I expected it to be. Like when it was announced, I was super hyped for it. And it turned out good, but like I feel like there was some things they could have done better. But I haven't seen it in a long time, like years. So we could watch this.
Okay.
For show.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can.
I don't know how to try to fix these so they don't tip over.
From a web. No, he can't.
What the
He's
fuck?
a pig. Look out.
You're talking about Spider Pig, not Spider-Man.
Spider Pig.
Riveting video, isn't it? All right, those were gonna fall over. Spider-Man: Homecoming. Talked about it already.
Oh, Lost in Translation.
Yay! One of my favorite films. Megan sat through it once with me. She thinks it's boring because it's a drama and people have they do sad things. There's not much going on, so she says it's boring.
It is my life, though. I'd be sitting there depressed all the time.
But it isn't. But it's emotional and it's
Pacific Rim
has poignant
Uprising.
feelings. Yeah, I liked the first Pacific Rim. They made a sequel. I saw it cheap. I was like, this could be cheap fun, and then I just never watched it.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Shutter Island. That looks scary.
Yeah, we watched this.
I don't remember.
Yep. And the case doesn't close, so that's good. But this is on Netflix and stuff now. You can watch it. It's really good. It's it's an interesting story. I know some like Martin Scorsese, I think, directed this. Yeah, it's a Martin Scorsese film. So there's some weird. The visuals don't always work for me in it. There's some weird CGI stuff sometimes, but the actual story is really good, and the performance is good by Leo. Of course, he's always good at performances, but.
Troll 2? What in the fuck?
Troll 2! The 20th anniversary Neil Blog edition. You know what Neil Blog is?
No.
Neil Blog! It's goblin backwards!
Oh. Okay.
Because they're actually goblins. They're not really trolls.
Oh.
The story of this movie is that it's the worst movie ever made. That's what it's dubbed as. So, it's the movie with, remember the clip I showed you of the guy that's like, oh my god! They're eating her! Then they're gonna eat me!
No, but...
I've failed her. I failed you. Equalizer 2, starring Denzel Washington. Like, I thought these were I think I bought this after I saw one clip from the first one, or a clip from this one, and I was like, bro, I didn't know these movies were like that. And then I watched The Equalizer 2, and it's not as good as as that one clip made it out to be, but it's still entertaining and cool. And Denzel Washington's badass. He does a lot of badass things, which is cool. One Piece! One Piece Stampede. I don't remember anything about this, but I watched it, and I want to rewatch it. I mean, I remember that there's like they go to like a pirate town that's like a celebration, and there's a lot of characters from the old One Piece, from all of One Piece, but yeah. Hold on, I gotta burp. Ugh, excuse me. And is this the next one?
Why is Batman killing Robin?
Batman versus Robin.
They're besties.
I haven't seen this one either, but I used to buy. I think I've already said this because I talked about other DC movies that I had. I used to buy a lot of these DC animated movies, but I didn't realize that they would come out with so fucking many of them. Like there's a new one every goddamn month of these animated movies. So I never watched this one, but yeah, Batman fights Robin sometimes because they come into different disagreements, but he's pretty young in this one, so I don't know. But look at this guy. Look at this fucking ninja guy in here. Looks crazy.
This looks sad. 12 Years a Slave.
Yeah.
Maybe it's inspirational.
Well, we could watch it. 12 Years a Slave. I saw this. It's not open, but I did watch it. I don't know how. I probably streamed it or something. But it's really, really amazing film, and really transports you back in time to an era when America was not so cool. So yeah.
Is America cool now? No.
Well, cooler than it was back then.
True.
Let me tell you.
I just taught a whole week on Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks and all those people.
Yep.
And it was great. It's one of my favorite ones of the year.
Now we go from 12 Years a Slave, a powerful story of a man, to Wolverine, another story of a powerful man with a samurai sword. And that was all he had to sell me on for this. It's Japan, huge jacked man, and claws and samurai sword. And I was like, I'm sold. But it never really lives up to the hype. Like, it could have been so much better. But it's fine. And see, look, this is what I was thinking of. I have X-Men Apocalypse in this form. I thought that I had another Blu-ray of Days of Future Past, but this is what I was thinking of. So a lot of people don't like Apocalypse, or they think it's terrible, but I love it. I think it is terrible, but I think it's a funny, interesting terrible. Like, Bryan Singer made this. It's so serious. Like, this movie is so super serious. Everything is taken seriously, but the costumes, the effects, the story is silly and ridiculous, but it's taken so seriously that it makes it funny to me, and entertaining. Kong Skull Island. This is really good. I was surprised at how much I liked King Kong, and then King Kong vs. Godzilla became one of my favorite films of last year. It's in my top 10. Kong is not as good in this movie as he is in the newest one, but it's really cool. And Duncan, who directed this? Duncan, I want to give props to him. Dang, it's not as easy to find on this Blu-ray as it is on the other ones. Dang it. Can't find it. Okay. Oh well. Look it up. The guy gave him props. He's good. Duncan something, I think. So this is one of my favorite films. It was in my 3x3 list, director's cut of Amadeus. Do you know what this is about, Megan?
Music.
Yeah, but who in music?
Amadeus?
Mozart.
Oh.
Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. It's really great. We should watch it. But it's super long.
No thanks.
It's like, and it's not necessarily a musical, but it has a lot of musical elements. It's a Best Picture winner. It's so great. It's one of the best, literally one of the best movies of all time, in my opinion. It's rated R for brief nudity. Like, there's literally, like, not a whole lot of bad language, but there's a guy's penis in the movie. Because they're in an insane asylum at the very start of the movie, and it's one of those old school insane asylums. And so there's just naked crazy people like walking around everywhere because they just like, oh, these people are, put them here, you know. And I watched it in school, in high school, in my music class, and there was like just full frontal male dicks in school. I was like, hey, that's a penis. All right, but it's good. And look at this edition of the Hobbit that I have. The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug. This is the second one in the Hobbit trilogy. And look, you would think that, oh, this is the movie. No, that's just a case. And look, here's another picture of the movie. So you got a picture and a picture. So, interesting. And to be honest, I don't know why I bought these. I have the first one. I bought this one. Didn't buy the third one because at that point I was like, man, I really don't care about Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. And I've tried to rewatch Lord of the Rings, but my hot take of all time is that I don't really like Lord of the Rings. I've gave it lots of shots, but I've just never really gotten into it. Game of Thrones exists, and Game of Thrones is everything I want in my medieval fantasy, like, because it's dark and it's dramatic and there's like a lot of tension, and I don't really care about the whimsy or the adventure of the Hobbits and of the Lord of the Rings gang, because it just feels like it's like so tame, you know. I could have imagined seeing it as a child and like loving it, but then I have Harry Potter. Harry Potter is the childlike whimsical stuff that I love and that I got invested in as a child. So people that are a little older than me and Megan probably watched Lord of the Rings as like 8-year-olds and 10-year-olds, and they're like, oh, this is amazing and great. And so they have that kind of nostalgia for those films, the same nostalgia that we have for Harry Potter, because we grew up as 8 and 10-year-olds watching this. And those people that like Lord of the Rings probably don't like Harry Potter as much, and that's fine. I mean, and you can argue that Lord of the Rings won Best Picture and all that. Cool. Does that make it great? You going to talk about all the other Best Picture winners? It's just an award show. So suck it. Argue with me. Anyone out there? I want to talk to somebody about Lord of the Rings. So this is a good one. Heat, a Michael Mann film. And I have like this whole sleeve and everything for it. Like, this is an old ass movie, but they re-released it on Blu-ray, I guess. And when it came out, I bought it because a lot of people talk about it as being a great action film, and it is. I really loved it. People say it's kind of like, people say The Dark Knight just ripped off Heat, and kind of true. I got so many movies over there, holy shit. And we're at 28 minutes, so we'll see. Remember, if the camera dies, it's over. Frozen. Megan, you love Frozen?
Yeah.
You're going to give me a rendition of Let It Go?
No.
Why not?
'Cause.
Let it go, can't hold it back anymore.
Spider-Man.
Will you put these somewhere else now, like just on the floor or there, or yeah, where you know that you. Spider-Man 2. It's good, and I like it. It's yeah, whatever. Princess Bride. Have you ever seen this?
I think so.
And look, you can go both ways. It goes upside down, or it goes like this. Pretty cool, huh? Princess Bride. I wish you guys could see this better. Princess Bride. Princess Bride. Woo! It's a good classic. It's a classic film. Watched it a couple times as a child. Twilight, Breaking Dawn Part 1. This was K Week's video, I think. It should say, it says K on it. K. I showed off videos before with on here with just your grandma writes her name on it.
She likes to do that.
She loves the Twilight, guys. Taken with Liam Neeson, another one that me and Megan need to watch. But I never did. It's good. It's what launched Liam Neeson into being in all those weird, shitty action movies for dads. Like Liam Neeson on a plane, Liam Neeson in a truck, Liam Neeson on a train. Kingsman, The Secret Service. Me and Megan watched this because I rewatched it and it was good. It still holds up. I never seen the second one, but I would like to because they go to America and they have American Kingsman agents, which I thought was interesting and cool, but didn't give enough of a fuck about it. Who directed this? Matthew Vaughn directed this. Matthew Vaughn is the guy who also directed the First Class X-Men movie. Really like those. Alright, so here we go. Honesty time. I've only seen bits and pieces of Pulp Fiction. I've never seen the whole film. So I have it now, but I've never opened it and I've never watched it from start to finish. So there you go. Any of the best movies out there that, you know, people lie about seeing, I was honest with you, so don't hate me. Megan, do you ever seen Pulp Fiction?
No.
Didn't even have to ask. I knew the question. Or I knew the answer. So this is underrated film, I feel like. The Last Samurai, starring Tom Cruise.
Looks like Jesus.
Tom Cruise is Jesus, okay? Actually, he's like Xenu or whatever, because he's a Scientologist. I think it's underrated. A lot of people don't talk about it anymore, but it's one of my favorite Tom Cruise films. Obviously, because it has samurai, and I love fucking samurai shit. But it really does capture a cool, unique time period in history, even though it's like not... I mean, it's not based on a true story or anything, I don't think, anyways, but you could see where something like this would happen, and I love the depiction of samurai and the depiction of like the old Civil War era type stuff, and the clash of cultures and all that. It's really cool, interesting, and emotional. I love Tom Cruise's character. He goes through a nice journey in that film. The Dark Knight Rises. Megan, have you seen this one?
No.
I love how that whenever I show that I have to cover your face.
I like that too.
Why? You don't like people to see your pretty face?
Exactly.
Why? Because you got to start charging them to look at your pretty face if they look at it for too long?
Yeah, that's it.
Captain Phillips. I'm the captain now. Have you ever seen this?
Nope.
Would you like to?
Not really.
It's a true story based on Somali pirates that attacked this guy's ship. And then he goes, look at me, I'm the captain now. You seen that meme?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is from this movie. Really great. I didn't expect it to be as good as it is, and I'm surprised I never watched it again because I really loved it when I first saw it. So, and it's kind of fabricated, and people like to debate about Captain Phillips, like was he a good guy or not? Like people think he kind of did that. He kind of got himself captured for publicity in a way. That's what people say, which is really fucked up to do. And I don't know why he would do that, but people say that he knew better than to do what he was doing. He did it on purpose, like this route that he took, because he wanted like some publicity of like I don't know. Look it up. But in the film, Tom Hanks portrays the captain, and he's a nice, good guy in that movie. So. The Disaster Artist, was disappointed. Could have been better. Just watch The Room, literally, and it's better. We watched The Room, didn't we? I think we watched it together at my other house in Colgate. Mm-hmm. It's that really terrible movie with the like, oh hi Mark, and like tearing me apart, Lisa. You don't remember any of that?
No.
Yeah. Okay. But it's based on that, and James Franco does an impression of Tommy Wiseau. It's okay. Mission Impossible Trace with Tom Cruise. I realize I have quite a bit of Tom Cruise movies. At least 3 now on this shelf alone.
Yeah, you think he's cute.
Yeah, I wish Tom Cruise was my best friend. JK, fuck Tom Cruise. He's a good actor. Well, he's not a good actor. He's an okay actor, but he's a good action star. He's a good movie star, but he worships Xenu, so whatever. G.I. Joe Retaliation, because I love G.I. Joe. Psych! I don't give a fuck about G.I. Joe. But I think this one was okay. This one has The Rock in it, And I didn't know that fucking Bruce Willis was in this, but whatever. We got Duke, played by Channing Tatum. Channing Tatum. And, yeah, whatever. Don't remember it. I know I watched it. Don't remember anything about it. I tried to rewatch G.I. Joe, the first one, because they put it on Netflix, and I saw this scene where they were in these mech suits, and they were, like, running down the street, and they were dodging missiles and stuff, and I was like, this looks insane and fun, and I was like, how did I miss this? And then I started to watch it that day. I just had it on in the background, and it was the most boring thing I've ever seen in my life. And I don't know why it's so boring, but it just was boring. And here we got a cool triple feature with Beetlejuice, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and Corpse Bride. Tim Burton special. Megan, which of these have you seen? None?
Beetlejuice, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and Corpse Bride.
Which is your favorite out of the three? Look at her. She likes these dark, emo shit movies. She's like, I've seen all of these Tim Burton movies. I shop at Hot Topic. I've been there.
That's mean. I don't even shop at Hot Topic anymore.
I know, I'm just kidding.
I like them all, really.
Well, rank them. This one has to be third.
Yeah.
Or else I hate you.
It is. It's
okay.
third.
Because you like the old one better? Come and see, you will be in a world of pure imagination.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably 3.
Okay, so 3 is Charlie and Chocolate Factory. I guess I can like do this. Now you have to make you reach for it.
3. 2, 1.
Oh, right. That's good. I don't think I've ever seen Corpse Bride.
It's good.
Helena Bonham Carter plays her. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, it's Bellatrix Lestrange.
Well, look at you learning people's names. Missing one of them discs. I'm missing Beetlejuice. Oh no! That's somewhere. We're missing Beetlejuice because it's the one I actually watch. Now look at this. Look at this fucking E.T. Blu-ray that I bought. I bought this at Hastings when Hastings was still a thing in Ada here for like $30.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was super expensive, but I've never watched it. I've never seen E.T. That's another one of those classic movies that I've never seen. Have you seen it?
I've seen bits and pieces.
Well, yeah, I've seen bits and pieces of it. I've seen a lot of the important stuff, but never watched the whole thing through.
My grandma watched it a lot, so I've seen it a lot, but never sat through the whole thing.
We were going to watch it one day. It's opened because we were going to watch it one day when I was, like, we were trying to figure out something to watch, and with Peyton, and I was like, let's watch E.T. It's like a kid's movie. Like, it'll be fun. I've never seen it, and we'll get into it. And then I was showing her the back, and she saw the E.T., and she was like, no, I don't want to watch that. It's scary. And so she was scared of the alien.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay. But this was like a year or two ago, so I bet she would watch it now, but she was scared of the alien back then. And then here's Mockingjay, The Hunger Games, which we recently finished watching. Like, I never seen the last movie, and I feel like I still haven't, because I don't even remember what the fuck happens. Do you?
I think she gives him the blueberries, or the night lock, or whatever.
Oh, spoilers. She shoots the new fucking president in the chest with an arrow, the girl. Remember? When she takes over. And then she, like, lives right across from PETA or something after that.
Yeah.
What the hell does Gale do? Does he just fuck off and die?
I think he's dead.
No, he's like a Marine captain or some shit, doesn't he?
I don't know.
See, we watched this literally not too long ago, and we don't remember anything about it.
A few months ago.
Yeah, it might as well have been like years ago. The last 2 movies suck. The first 2 are great. And even the part 1, that one's okay because it has some interesting stuff in it. Like when they're trying to do the propaganda thing, like that's somewhat interesting because it's different than like your typical YA movie situation, I guess. But yeah, Power Rangers. This one's okay. I watched Power Rangers a little bit growing up, but I never got super crazy into it. So this is fine. It was a teenage
Dirtbag.
Action story. It's Power Rangers. Like, I used to watch the old Power Rangers movie, like, a lot. You know, the one with the Ivan Ooze and all that. That was my shit back in the day. So, this one's fine. We're getting down to it, and this video is actually pretty long. So here's Fury. I've never seen it. David Ayer film. I bought it, and I really was super into watching it, but I never did because it has a lot of actors I like. Shia LaBeouf, Brad Pitt. This guy who's in everything. Oh, John Bernthal's in this too? Holy shit. I really gotta watch this. But yeah. Okay, maybe I'll watch that one day whenever Megan's not here, because she don't want to watch guys in a tank jerking off or whatever they're doing. Excuse me. Live, Die, Repeat, a.k.a. Edge of Tomorrow, a.k.a. Something about kill. All I do is kill or something. Like, it's based on a graphic novel, I think, and it's like they don't even have that on here. So now they have really just branded this as Live, Die, Repeat when it was Edge of Tomorrow. Oh, it says Edge of Tomorrow down here in small little font. But they wanted to change it. They couldn't decide on a name for the film. But it's really good, actually. Another Tom Cruise movie. That's like 4 now. Good sci-fi film. Was very surprised at how good it was. I only watched it because people said it was good, and then it turns out it was good. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Megan, do you give 2 fucks about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Mm-hmm.
So I never saw the second one, and I remember thinking this one was okay. Megan Fox is in it, and Jim, whatever that guy's name is. What the fuck is that guy's name?
Carrie?
No. Jim's not even that guy's name, but I can never remember his goddamn name, but whatever. He plays Batman in the Batman Lego movie. You guys know what I'm talking about. He's in it, and he does nothing. Whatever. The Turtles were okay. It's fine. Whatever. Another One Piece film. This one is One Piece Film Z, right? Yeah. One Piece Film Z, which is heralded by many as the best One Piece movie. This or Strong World. And yeah, we should watch it, Meg. She loves One Piece. She's seen a lot more One Piece than probably a lot of you guys out there. She's seen up to like 200-something episodes. And she doesn't remember anything about it, but still, she's seen it. She can say that. People will say, like, people can say, yeah, I just never got into One Piece. And Mickey be like, I got into One Piece. I've seen like 200 episodes. And they'd be like, whoa. And then you don't have to say anything after that, because you literally have seen them. They won't really ask you anything about it when you say that, because they don't want people to, they don't want you to keep talking about it.
I know Luffy ate the gum fruit.
Yeah.
He's stretchy.
Everyone knows that without even seeing it.
I know he can't swim. I know there's Nami, who's a little klepto.
Mm-hmm.
I know about Zoro.
Mm-hmm.
He's the 3 swordsmen.
Mm-hmm.
There's the little reindeer. And,
what's his name?
I can't remember right now.
He has like a
Chomper. Chipper.
Chopper.
Chopper.
Chomper. That's
and then
cute.
there's what's his face with the long ass nose, black hair.
Mm-hmm.
He's really not good for a lot, but he can make shit.
Mm-hmm. See, people that haven't even watched One Piece probably know the character names, and you've seen 200 episodes, and these are our friends on the adventure, and you don't remember their names. She's getting like, she's blushing now. She's blushing.
No, I'm not.
Mm-hmm. You're embarrassed. Just kidding. You're embarrassing yourself. Star Wars. Fuck it. Get it out of my face. Even though I do like The Last Jedi, which a lot of people hated it, but I hate Star Wars, so when they fucked up Star Wars in The Last Jedi, I loved it. Now, Interstellar. This is a meme because people do the thing where there's like, there's the TikTok thing where it's like, no, and he's crying. And yeah, it's good. I like Interstellar. And this was the last Christopher Nolan film I watched. So there you go.
And their boat's called the Going Merry.
Megan's still thinking about One Piece. Yeah, it is. Which is good. And if you'd have watched, you would have kept watching with me, you would have got to the best arc ever, and you would have saw some really sad, crazy shit.
I remember when they went and lived in the sky for a little while.
Mm-hmm. Skypiea. So at least she's seen Skypiea. Skypiea Bros. We liked this. We watched Skypiea. So, Fate of the Furious. This is the last of the Fast and Furious movies I've seen.
Oh, I thought it was the last one. I was like, oh, yeah.
No, they came out with the 9th one, which had John Cena in it, and I never saw it. But this one's okay. I mean, it's not as, like, there's a great scene where they, like, the prison fight scene. I'll just watch that sometimes on YouTube because I think that's awesome and hilarious. There's a scene where Jason Statham is on an airplane and he's, like, fighting guys and he's trying to protect a baby. That's pretty fun. So there's some fun stuff in it. But the 7th one is still the best one. It'll always be the best one. Yeah. But Fate of the Furious, okay. It's okay. Hobbs and Shaw, I turned that shit off. And in an earlier video, I destroyed that DVD, or that Blu-ray. So watch that. That's my review of the Jackie Chan, Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Damn it, I can't remember what it's called. But in that review, I destroyed the Hobbs and Shaw because it was like the most... It was the most insulting thing I've seen. Here's Spirited Away by Hayao Miyazaki. Maybe his masterpiece, as people say. We tried to watch it one day. I've actually never seen the whole thing. But we watched some of it one day, and it was interesting and weird. But the art's really great. It's really cute. And look at this little guy. That's cute. Yeah, so there you go. I think I ordered this off of Amazon. Well, no, actually, it has like a Walmart sticker on this thing. Or, I don't know, a lot of places have these, I think. But I've seen them a lot at Walmart, these little stickers like this, but I don't know. 300, Rise of an Empire. Never saw it. Megan's giving... You seen it?
Oh, no. I was just thinking of 300.
You don't like 300? I put on 300 the other day just because we were doing stuff and it's on Netflix and I was like, I haven't seen this in a long ass time. It's okay. The 300, I loved it as a young, impressionable teenager when I thought, big muscles was badass and like swords and shit were badass. And...
I liked Meet the Spartans.
And I loved Meet the Spartans too. Me and my brother used to watch that a lot. We were the prime candidates for spoof movies because we were so young and like being stupid on the internet was the thing and was hilarious. Dumb skits, and that's basically what those movies were just dumb skits. Ghost in the Shell, I had high hopes for this, but it turned out to be just okay or average. And I don't remember much about it at all, but Scarlett Johansson's in it, so that's cool.
You ready for the last movie?
Yes.
Saved the best for last.
Oh, I see what it is already. Boom shakalaka. Lego Batman. Now this is awesome. We watched this. Did you like it? Even though you never really seen much Batman stuff?
Yeah, it was good.
Batman is like such a big figure in pop culture that even without seeing much of his movies or anything, all the jokes and everything you just kind of get and you understand. I mean, there's some deep cuts for big fans and everything, but for the most part, if you know anything about, like if you've been a human being on planet Earth, you can get something from this movie. So they did a really great job with it. And I'm ready for a sequel. I mean, this is a really fun movie. And it has a good message too. Like you would just think that, oh, there's, it's just a surface level humor. No, it has some emotional beats in there. Batman being a lonely guy. He's a loner, and he gets Robin, and yeah. And what's the guy? Can I find the fucking actor's name on this? Who plays Batman? Will Arnett. I just thought of it. Didn't even see it on here, but Will Arnett plays Batman. What, you skeptical of me, woman? You can't do that on YouTube. That is against the law. We can't kiss, so I have to cut that out.
That's not
but guess
against
what?
the law.
I'm not going to. So that's it. That's all the movies on my bottom shelf of my entertainment center, We're
Thought
at,
it was your fourth shelf.
what did I say?
Bottom.
It was. It's the fourth shelf. You're correct. Because the bottom shelf has my DVD box sets of like shows and whatever else, random things. So there we go. Which of these movies, Megan, would you like to watch?
I don't know. I don't remember any of them.
Were you listening?
Yeah.
They're all facing the wrong way, so you can't see.
Breaking Dawn Part 1.
Oh my god. We'll do a video on that one day.
I was just kidding.
You love Twilight though. Like legit. I like what's gonna happen one day is we're gonna watch Twilight and we'll do our commentary tracks or whatever. We did the first one. Remember when we watched the first Twilight? We did a commentary for it.
We did?
Yep. You can see that right now. If you go to youtube.com/Jamin is kinda cool and type in commentary track Twilight. Twilight is a guilty pleasure movie for me. I think they're hilarious and they're just, iconic in a weird way. They're fun and funny. Like how just weird they are. They're not badly made. It just gets so ridiculous by the end of it. Like the first movie is fine and it has its beats. It's pretty classic. I just enjoy them for the weirdest way. It makes, and I would never watch them like by myself, but watching them with Megan is fun because I can just shit talk to her. And if I watch it by myself, it's just sad. So I would never do that. It's not like one that I watch like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have fun.
You're lying.
But I ain't lying.
Yeah, he is.
That's false.
He likes it. And when we're doing it, he doesn't make fun of it. If we did a commentary track, he would, but...
When we're doing it, yeah, I don't make fun of anything when we're doing it. And on that note, I think that's enough for today. We are at 52 minutes. This video is long as shit, boy. But I hope that it turns out okay. I hope you like it. And if you see this, just know I'm so grateful for you watching. And subscribe and all that shit. I'm going to stream on Twitch at James Kinda Cool. So follow me on Twitch and follow Megan at I'm a stinky butthole / fart. Follow her. Follow her at that URL. Thanks for joining me.
And me.
I was talking to you. Thanks for joining me.
Oh, you're welcome.
I love you.
Love you too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.